Okay, so hi. As you can see, we're kind of in a different location than we usually are in together. Actually, in my closet, because I have some new drawers right behind me that I'm going to fill. So I thought it would be fun because one, I have to fill these drawers anyway, and two, I thought it would be fun to bring you along. So I have no makeup on. I have my glasses on. I am in my Vineyard Vines t-shirt. I don't care right now. This is just like a chill vibes kind of video. I think the lighting is a little crazy in here because it's just, me and my ring lights and this enclosed space. I'm just gonna film the intro like this, and then I'm actually gonna give you more of like I'm gonna try to give you more of I keep wanting to say bird's eye view, but I'm just trying to say I'm gonna give you more of a view from you can see me doing what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna probably do this in sections, or at least it'll probably be one big video, but I'm gonna do it in sections because trying to do this all in one go is probably not gonna be the best thing to do. It's 11:30 at night right now, which means I'm at my crackhead hours. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm going to switch things around and then start filling these drawers. If you want to see how I organize these drawers or what I put in them, then keep on watching. Okay, so you don't even want to know the mess this took to get this set up and the time it took, but we're here and we're just gonna roll with it because I don't honestly have any other patience for this. So we're gonna get started with filling. So this first drawer, I did not bother cleaning because I did not feel like it. But we're going to fill this with lashes. I have an absurd amount of Ioni lashes. And I mean, you have seen these lashes time and time again on my channel. And we're just going to fit them all in here somehow. Started, shall we? Ioni Lashes has a bunch of collections. So I think this one was called the Monogram collection or something. See how it has am I in frame? See how it has the little detailing? This video is gonna be a mess, so just be aware of that. But I have all of that collection here. So I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of this action until it's full. So the thing with Ioni's collections is they don't have a super strong social media presence. And I think over the course of 2 years, they've definitely just been those brands that I think they know they're going to sell out. So they don't bother doing anything unless I guess they need to. Love the brand. I think at this point I'm on a buying freeze for my Ioni lashes because I have a lot. So that concludes the Monogram collection. Now I'm gonna go in with a couple smaller little collections that they had. So this was a collection that I didn't know even existed until I found it. So you can find Ioni lashes at Dollar Tree if you did not know that. Now you know that. But I found these styles at Dollar Tree. And they're a little bit I don't know, witchy or whatever. But they don't have a name. And then when I look on their social media, there's nothing about them. So love that. We stand that, Ioni. Thank you so much for the information. But I'm just gonna put those here. And then a couple other ones that I have are these two styles. These are the Dia de los Muertos styles. This was a smaller collection, I think. They did say something about these, but I think there was only 6 styles of these or something like that, and only 2 came to Dollar Tree. So the thing with Ioni lashes is you either have to buy them at Dollar Tree or you have to buy them off their website. But on their website, they only sell you the whole display, and I'll throw pictures up what that looks like. And it's it's a big price to buy the whole thing because it's so many pairs of lashes. And it's a lot. So I never really opt for that. I kind of just get whatever I can find at Dollar Tree. Okay, so I think we're going to move on to the next row. One of the bigger. So Ayani usually takes out like 12 or so styles, and this was another one. This is like this has like cherubs on it. I think this did have a name, but I don't remember what it's called at the moment, so I'll look that up later. But that'll go here. This was like a bigger collection. I remember like seeing the display of this and being like, oh wow. Mind you, there is no ventilation in this. I have 2 pairs of these. Why do I have 2 pairs of these? I have 2 pairs of these. So the thing with Ayani lashes is that happens to me a lot. I think I'll go to different Dollar Trees and I'll find the collection in different places. So then I go all crazy and I just buy them. This has the same packaging as these, but the box is different. So I'm just gonna put this like over here with the one-offs. See, like, I think you can even see it there, that the box is like different, but whatever. That's starting to look really pretty. Another little bigger collection that they had was this like food one. So it had a bunch of different like food styles. So it has like chocolate chunk, Neapolitan. I did TikToks on these, so I'll like put those. But this was a little bit of a bigger collection too. And I think I had more styles of these, but I think I ended up like giving them away or using them for something. I do that pretty often, especially with Ayani, because so my toxic trait is I think I can find them again, and then I don't, and then I end up just like sad. So whatever. So I end up just playing myself there. So now I have Electric Jungle. This is also another one of those collections that they didn't say anything about. And like I said, Ayani doesn't really have like a strong social media presence unless they're like needing to sell something, I guess. But I'm gonna start another row with these. I'm gonna put these over here. Electric Jungle was kind of a bigger like collection too, but not huge. At least from what I could find at Dollar Tree. This was another collection. This little like marbled one. I don't remember what this one was called. I'll look it up. But this was also like a really cute one. Like this marble like packaging was super cute. I remember loving this one. I'm just gonna fill this one with the space that I need. And then I have these like, I have a couple like one-offs. So this is like a bunch of like clusters that I'll like set over here. These are some Profusion lashes that I got for holiday in the set Baba Boom. I'll put that there as well. I have this set. This is the Thalia and Aylor set. Love this. This is in the style Power Play. She had another one in Lady T that I loved, but this is really good. So I'll also put that there. And then Ayani also does these like bigger like sets. Ooh, that's really pretty. But they do these bigger sets that you can find like at, I think, Burlington. Yeah, Burlington. And I have a few of these. So I think just for the sake of like keeping them together, I know this is like not very aesthetically like pleasing, but I'm just gonna like do this. And like, at least they're like in one place. So like if I need to reach these, I could just move these. And then that'll just be it. I kind of want to still love this. That looks so satisfying. I kind of want to keep all my lashes together. Hold on. Pause. I also have this like ColourPop set that I wanted to give away. These are really pretty. I love these. But I think I'll just throw that in there too. Just like on top. And then this. So I usually like, I think I've used these for like different makeup jobs. But I think I'll just put them in here for the sake of them being in there. And then that's the first drawer done. We're gonna close her up. Oh, actually, we're gonna leave that open for, oh my god, wait. Oh, okay. We might have a problem. Just kidding. Okay, so I might have to like condense these. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna throw it in there like that and call that a day. And that is definitely the first drawer done. So all lashes, all things lash. And I still have 3 more drawers to go. And I have a couple plans for them, but we'll see what we end up getting into. I am going to move on to the next section. Okay, so it is another day. And we're back with another drawer. So this is another top drawer. And I think I'm going to do this like some of my complexion products, like my powders and like my bronzers and stuff. So I have, the way I kept them organized before was I had them like in these bags. So I'm going to take them out of the bags. and then just like organize them. So these are kind of just products that I, you know, kind of cycle between or what I just have in my inventory. So like there's LA Colors bronzer. I think I'll separate them, but so like this, oh, this MAC Give Me Sun. Like I need to get rid of this because it's like, I mean, it's still good. It's to the pan. I'll keep it for a bit. And the Anastasia Bronzers. I forgot. So, like, another reason why I wanted to do this video is because I forget what I have. And this will give you a little bit more accessibility on what I have. So, I have Rosewood and Rich Amber. So, love these. Love this formula. Really creamy. Blends out really well. No one really talks about those. I have another bronzer here. This is the Clinique bronzer. I have it in Sun-Kissed. Really pretty. I have this Ulta Beauty bronzer. I actually really do like this formula. It smells kind of weird, but this formula is nice. I really do like the way it goes on. And this is a good color for me, I feel like. This is in the color Tan. This is an LA Colors bronzer that I think I'm gonna get rid of because it's definitely more like definitely like very highlighter texture. Like, look at that. Like, tell me that's not like a highlighter, like a shadow. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. Okay, so that's it for bronzers. I think I'm gonna move on to highlighters. So I have a bunch of like Wet n Wild highlighters here. This is the Fantasy Maker. This is like a Halloween edition one. I have, of course, Precious Petals here. My makeup is so like all over the place. So, oh, I always forget about this. This is Nikki Tutorials Everglow. This is her collaboration with Ofra. Love this highlighter. I don't know if anybody, this one I always love. So I don't know if anybody remembers when Kristen Leanne did a collaboration with Urban, but she did this highlighter palette that, of course, you know, is well loved. And this highlighter palette formula is, I think, better than anything they've ever released in the past. So I would love for them to come out with more of these. This Becca, RIP Becca. This is limited edition Champagne Pop highlighter. So pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. I have the cotton in here because a representative from the brand told me that's how you keep them safe. To Jeffree Star Skin Frost. I have King Tut. Oh no. Okay, so I'm just gonna pat that back in and pretend like nothing happened. Really pigmented formula. Then I have Siberian Gold. Yeah, this one's really pretty too. Have enough for Jeffree Star. This is a Supreme Frost and Caramel Kiss. Really pretty. Ooh, I have this LA Colors strobing powder. So good. This is, I mean, you can even see it on camera. It's just so reflective. Such a good highlighter for so affordable too. I have another Wet n Wild highlighter. This is like really funky purple. It's called Royal Calyx. So cool. I have this Milani little highlighting palette. So cute. Ooh, can't forget this sleek makeup in copper plate. Love this. I use this a lot like in my early channel days. So good. I have this hard candy little highlighter. This is so pretty. So pigmented. It's like a little bit chalky, but it's like pretty. Love it. I have this Bella Pierre. This is like one of those brands I think they sell at the mall or like you find at like Marshalls and stuff. It's never been used. So I think I'm gonna put this aside. Big ol' face palette. So this is bronzer, blush, and highlighters. You can see I've only ever swatched it, but they're all, it's got like this glittery like overspray. But I mean, the formula feels nice. I would use it as like a eyeshadow. I think I'll move this to like eyeshadow actually. And then I think all of these are blushes. Oh, this e.l.f. So I bought this e.l.f. like finishing powder because I thought it was like a good color for a bronzer. Yeah, see? So pretty. So I'm gonna put this with bronzers. This is technically this is an eyeshadow. This is Clinique's Daybreak, but this is like such a pretty highlighter because it's so like frosty. Oh yeah, see, that's so pretty. Love this. I think I'll keep this with the highlighters. This here. This is like a little cute. So I think all the rest of this is blushes, or what is this? Oh, this is highlighter too. This is Soap and Glory Peach Party Blush and Apricot. No, it's called a blush brick, but it's obviously like highlighter. This is an apricot jam. And then these are all blushes. So this is a Clinique blush in Sunset Glow. Another Clinique blush in Glow. This is so pretty because this is like a blush topper. So pretty because it's just like sheer. California by Benefit, one of my favorites. They actually discontinued this, but I think there's other. I think now Krista would be like a close contender to that. This Color Mates blush from Dollar Tree. I never thought I would like a blush this much from Dollar Tree, but here we are. This is a cute little, this is from Walmart when they do like their like makeup. I like these two colors, mix them together. So cute. It's actually not a bad formula either. I think this is like $1. Oh, I have this Laura Mercier Guava color that is not for my skin tone, but I mean, I also have Laura Mercier in Rose. I've had this forever. It's so old, but I'm gonna keep it forever. See, even you could tell because the logo is different. This is like the new logo. That's the old one. You can tell how long I've had those. This is Beauty Benefit. This is also like a highlighter blush topper. It's like really peachy. I love this. I actually bought this for my best friend's wedding, Katie. I bought this for your wedding. I use this as a topper. It's so pretty. I have this Buxom blush. So I used to think the shade was Wonderlust, but the actual like blush collection is called Wonderlust, and the shade is Dolly. So love that. I have this little mini Lancome blush, and I have this mini NARS Orgasm blush. Some mini. I'll just put them on top of here. I have a liquid highlighter. This is Anastasia liquid highlighter in bronze. I'll just put that with the highlighters. And that looks pretty good so far. So I do have these separators. So I'll just throw that there. And that gives me a little bit of room if I want to put anything else in there, or I can always expand it over. So far so good. I'll move to like loose powders and stuff. So I have a bunch of like powder products that I like use or like do use or whatever. Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in Deep. Love this. This is a Clinique in Translucent. This is pure. I love this powder so much. They actually discontinued this version of it, but this is so good. They like have this new like repackaged or whatever, but this powder formula is top tier for sure. Have this LA Colors pressed powder. It's okay. I'll keep it. This is my powder. This LA Colors powder could be better, but I'll just keep that. This Airspun is gross. I actually think I'm going to like throw this powder away and use it for something else, because this smell is just, I can't handle it. This is a Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot powder. It's brand new. As you can see, I've never used this, so keep that there. This is a ColourPop powder. This is the no filter powder. This is the before they actually just repackaged this. I'm not a fan of this powder, actually. I don't know why I still have this, but I mean, I guess I'll hold on to it for now. Another LA Colors, just like loose powder. These are some Benefit Hello Happy powders. They're like little baby ones. So I have this in 6 and 5. And I like to, I've used this one under the eye a couple times, but keep these. They're handy to keep. Keep those there. I think that's all I have for loose powders too. So cool. So now I have foundations. Now foundations, I have so many foundations. And I think I'll actually I'll put my primers in this too, just so I can take up the space. So I'll put my primers in here too. Cool. Okay, so there's a lot going on now. Probably shouldn't have dumped them all in here now that I'm like looking at it. So let's see. Well, now Now this is a mess. So, okay. What is this too? It's not naked. Okay. So I should have done this one by one, but I did not do that. So now I'm going to insert like clown emoji. I don't even know what this is. I don't think I've ever used this. A lot of these foundations I like. So this is actually a backup of my LA Girl Pro Matte. This is a backup of that. So I'm just gonna put that there. This is the Pure 4-in-1. I missed this so much. This is the Clinique Fit Foundation. This is really good. It's like a workout line. So good. Missed that. Oh, this is another good one. This is the Benefit Hello Happy Foundation. This was so good. I can't believe they discontinued that. This is a Botanics foundation. I don't even know where I got this, but I guess. Have I even used this? Yeah, it's used. We'll see about that one. Oh, I got this in Mexico. This is the Nuevo. This is the Maybelline Superstay in Honey Beige. I got this in Mexico, actually, just because I was in a pinch and I needed a foundation. The IT CC Cream and the IT Bye Bye Foundation, both of them are in medium tan, and neither one of them match me. So, those are just being there. Oh my god, okay. We need to talk about this foundation. This is the Stila Stay All Day Foundation and Concealer. This foundation, oh my god, don't look at that. But this foundation, like, pumped out, like the Drunk Elephant moisturizers, and then it had the concealer on top. Now, was this good as concealer? No. Was it good as an eye primer? Yes. Oh, it's still creamy. Look at how creamy that was. Oh, I used to love this foundation. I love the crap out of this foundation. I have a Clinique. There's going to be a lot of Clinique foundations in here, of course, but this is in Toasted Almond. I have another one in Toasted Wheat. I think I got Toasted Almond because Toasted Wheat was a little light. I have Even Better Glow in Honey. I have the Moisture Tinted Moisturizer. I got this in medium deep on accident, but it was free, so it doesn't matter that much. So, love that. I don't like this foundation, but I think I'm gonna keep it so I can empty it out and put something else in it. So, I'll keep that for now. Speaking of foundations I loved, this is the Naked Skin. This was so good. This is like a tinted moisturizer. I have this in the shade Medium Dark. It was in a pump. This was so good. And I can't believe it is gone now. A lot of these foundations are discontinued, so I should probably, like, you know, assess that. But I'm not going to. So this is another Clinique foundation in Toasted Wheat. As you can see, I've used this one quite a bit. I have this LA Colors Radiant Foundation. I don't like this foundation, but am I going to keep it? Yes. These Wet n Wild Cushion Foundations. Now, these cushion foundations were, like, literally high-end cushion foundations for like $1, maybe $2. These were so good. I can't believe these are gone too. Oh, I hate it here. Oh, this. Does anybody remember this? This was the Stila Lingerie Souffle Foundation or whatever this was. Skin tint? I don't know. Skin Perfecting Color Foam de Tint. So this was a foundation, but this was a mess. First of all, this jar can knock somebody out. This is heavy. I don't actually like this formula. It's kind of gross. It's a little, I don't know. It's gross. But I do like the bottles. I used to just have this out on display, and then it was just taking up too much room, because look at this. It's huge. So now it's going to take up room in here. This Maybelline Dream something or other. And then I have two curvy contours. I have a full size and a mini from Clinique. I have the chubby highlighter. I have this Pure Stick Foundation. This stick foundation used to be pretty good too, if I remember. Yeah, I used the crap out of that. But this is in medium dark. This used to be really good. And then, yeah. So that was foundations. Very last foundation that I have is the Urban Decay. Does anyone remember this? Naked Skin. This is old school. This is like their liquid. This is like their first liquid foundation, I think. I have this in 8.0 because that's the only shade that matched me. And that is foundations. Now we can move on to the primers. So this is the Cover FX. I have a lot of Cover FX primers. So I have the Cover FX Gripping, Mattifying, and Blurring Primer. I used to love these. I still do. Really good formula, really good stuff. Number 7, Beautifully Matte. This is so good. I forgot about this. I need to start using this again. This is like, it's a whipped texture. but it mattifies. It's so crazy. I don't know how they do it that, but so good. Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Don't really care about this one, but have it. Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. Love this stuff. Really good. This is an oldie. This is Farsali Skin Tune Blur. I think this is, I don't think this is even like, yeah, I don't think this is like good anymore. But this formula, so good. I'm gonna keep it. Glass Jar Rich. Here's another number 7 primer. This is the Airbrush Away Tinted Skin Perfector. This had color in it, but it doesn't like go on very like colored. It kind of just like blends out. So I like this for like no makeup days, which is like almost always, but whatever. Here, another couple primers that I have. I love this packaging because it's like holographic. So I have the correcting, they're the 4-in-1 correcting primers. I have the anti-pollution one, anti-blemish and mattifying, and then this is just their Energize and Rescue. It's like their regular formula. Love both of these. I actually like the black one a little bit more. Stila One-Step Primer. I don't think I've ever used this, but we'll see. I guess I'll put this in rotation sometime. Another number 7 primer. Never been used. Look at that. Oh, not even been used. This is another number 7 primer. This one has been used. Do I have any recollection of this? Not at all. Ooh, this feels great. I'm gonna have to use this one again. Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer. What is this? Ah, where did I even get this? Oh, okay. This is actually kind of pretty. I might use this. Might put this in rotation. This Wonder Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I don't know what this is, and I have no idea how I got my hands on this. I literally just broke the seal to it. It has this little seal here, and I just twisted it off. What is this? Is this really oil? Is this gonna get all over me? Oh, yeah, it is an oil. Okay. I'm gonna have to assess that at a different time. But that's gonna just go there for now. Oh no, it's like really oily. Oh no. Becca Ever Matte Primer. Now, if you wanted a matte, when I say matte primer, this was it. This was gonna mattify your life, your dreams, your hopes, everything. Your bad attitude. It was gonna matte everything. e.l.f. Poreless Putty. I've used this so many times on the channel now. As you can see, it's got like a nice little dip in it for when I dip my beauty blender in it. But I have this Clinique Super Primer. I actually do like this a lot. It's very like creamy and hydrating, so I do stan. And then a bunch of randos, and I have eyeshadow primer in there. I had this Too Faced glitter primer. They don't make anymore, so I don't know where I even have that from. And then I had a bunch of minis of the blurring primer, which is pretty typical because if I have a mini, I will typically try to use the mini before I use the full size, and that's just like who I am as a person. But there's a bunch of minis in that. This mini Tarte, yeah, I've dug into this one. This Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer, dug into that one a couple times, but I think that's it for primers for sure. So then I'm gonna separate that, and then I have all this here for whatever else I want to put into it. So I don't know what else I would want to put in here. I guess I could always put my backups of things. So I have like I have a backup of my Clinique Even Better Clinical Foundation. I have a backup of that, so I'll put that in there. I have another Toasted Wheat Even Better Foundation backup. The Pure Setting Powder backup. I have 2 powders from Clinique that I can just put in here as backups. Oh my god, I forgot I had these. I have backups of my cushion foundations. Yes! I love me. I'm so smart. Always planning ahead. I have a backup of my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. I love this concealer to death, so I'm glad I have a backup of that. Ooh, so I do have backups of my favorite. This is one of my favorite concealers ever. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. They don't make this anymore, but I do love this concealer formula that says medium light. I have a Even Better Glow Foundation in Honey Wheat. I have another, why do I have so many Even Better Glow foundations? I don't even, actually, okay, I'm gonna put these there and assess that later. I have a little small version of the Anastasia loose powder in translucent. I'm gonna put that up here. I just found this Jeffree Star liquid frost, so I'm gonna put that in the highlighters. Good thing I have some room left over. So I also found this Laura Mercier, this freaking mess of a highlighter. I thought this was going to be everything, and it's not. I mean, it's cute, so I don't want to get rid of it. So I'll probably use this as like a mirror or something. But no good as a highlighter. I have another liquid glow. This was in Peach Fizz. Urban Decay. This is the Prince collection. This is the illuminating... What was this? Liquid Face and Illuminator. I think I'm going to put this in the primer side. And then I found another chubby contour. Then I have more complexion backups. This is a brand new LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. I have some Shape Tapes that are brand new. I have another number 7 primer that's brand new. So put that in there. And yeah, I think that kind of does it for like this drawer. So it's not the most organized, but it's definitely all in one place now. So it's not the most like aesthetically pleasing, but everything's now in one place. So I like that a lot more. Yeah, we're gonna call it here. And then we're going to move on to the next drawer. Okay, so we're moving on to the next drawer, which I think is arguably going to be the hardest one. Because I'm going to try and fit all of my palettes in here, which I don't think it's going to go very well. But considering the space, we're going to try and make it work. So I think I am going to go biggest to smallest. So I'm going to start with my biggest palette, which is my Profusion Kaleidoscope palette. This is a 42 pan palette. Got a lot of use out of this, so I'm gonna put that. See, I can't put it like that. I might leave this for last, actually. I guess I'm gonna do like my bigger, like my Morphe palettes first. So this is the Morphe 35V palette. I've gotten a pretty good use out of this, I think. This was like one of the ones I did like the most, so I'm gonna put that up. Next, this is the Morphe 35M. I don't think I've ever touched this palette, if I'm being completely honest. I don't even think I've swatched any of these, so that's that. I always try to keep the plastic protectors to everything. Well, considering this one has all the shade, this is before they started putting the shades on the palettes. So that's the only way I knew what shade I was using at that point. I have an so this is the older, the more rounded one. This is 3502. And this one, same thing. I got a lot of use out of this one. That red shade in there was obviously like the talk of the town these days. But really do love this palette. And it's one of my old school ones. Oldest, look at this. This is the OG Morphe 35O palette. It even has the sticker. This is pretty ancient. Like, it didn't even have a plastic protector. Nothing. Look at that. This is one of the newer ones I had gotten. I think this is what I got this one when it came to Ulta. But, man, I had a few of these and I blew through these. Love that. Love the nostalgia behind those. Keeping in the Morphe theme, I have my Morphe X Jeffree Star palette, of course. I did like the palette, but, you know, we move on, I guess. I think I'm going to put... So this is my Wet n Wild Wild Heart palette. I do really like this palette, too. And then, of course, my Wet n Wild, the 40 palette. That's what it was called, right? I don't remember. But... same thing, got so much use out of this one. I love this one to death. Really good formula, really good overall. This might be another one I'm gonna have to leave for the last of it. The NYX Utopia palette, this was actually gifted to me. I've never actually used it. This is the Profusion Festival palette. I do really love that one. This is another like Profusion palette. My boyfriend actually got me this one. This one's really pretty. I do love all the like greens in it. These like are really pretty. This is one of those like I think $5 like palettes that they have. Really cute though. Really love that color story. I'll keep it in the Profusion family. This is the Profusion X Mean Girls. I love this palette. Of course, I have videos on a lot of these linked on my channel, so if you want to go look for those, you can. But I do love that palette. Smaller Profusion palette. This is the Citrine palette. Yeah, I have the Profusion Spectrum palette. So cute. So affordable, too. Really good formula, though. This is the Profusion Extravaganza palette. This is one of their holiday palettes that my boyfriend also got for me. So nice of him. So cute. This is like I said, was a holiday palette. I have this super cute little like Makeup Revolution palette. It's like nice and small. Another really small palette. This is a hard candy like holiday palette I got this past year. It's like, I don't think I ever like even touched this. First of all, these can go straight to hell, but I haven't even touched this. So this Wet n Wild holiday palette that I got like 2 years ago has actually come so clutch for me. This like little glitter here, so pretty. Can't even tell you how many times I've used this. This is a MAC and the Sims palette. I don't even think I've touched this, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I've like even done anything with this. Dude, this shade up here is really pretty, but that's about it. Still in the box. I'm trying to get rid of it, so if anybody wants this, let me know. I have the entire Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. So this has all 4 palettes, and this actually is the V2 version, so this was supposed to be like the better version. I like these a lot. I don't think there's anything really wrong with them. I think all the shades are really blendable, and I have used these a lot. So there's some Clinique palettes I have, of course. So I have Teddy Bear, Pink Chocolate. These are just some like really good like neutrals. This is like a holiday palette. Yeah, really cute. These are nice and slim, so put those there. Old Urban Decay, the On the Run palette. This was like one of the best palettes they had at the time. I used to really like this palette a lot. So good. So like pigmented. And like I said, at the time, this was like one of the best ones they had. So really good. Love the packaging too. It was like pictures. It's like a whole travel collection or something like that. But cute. Found another Profusion palette. This is the same one that goes with that. This one right here. So this was the Mesmerize little eyeshadow palette. This is actually really good. I like this shimmer. Really pretty. Really like pigmented. So that'll be what I wedge right there. So there. One move. Have, of course, the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. This is really good. I have gotten a lot of use out of this. One of my faves. This is when they first released like this soft touch like packaging. So cool. It was different at the time. These are my KKW palettes. Kim, come back with makeup. Please come back with makeup. I love this eyeshadow formula. I have the Camo Collection one. This one was so pretty. This is the Glam Bible one. This is Cherry Blossom. This is Classic Icon 2. So good. And then my favorite one. This is the one, I have a whole video on this collection. And this is actually one of my most viewed videos on my channel. This is the Opalescent Collection. So good. Such a good palette. Such a good palette. Such a good brand. Kim, come back. Come back to the beauty world. Too Faced I Want Candy. This is ancient. This is the I Want Candy palette. This is ancient. I can't believe I have this. I found another Profusion. This is a little baby little bombshell palette. So cute. Put that right up here. This Violet Voss. This is the Pro palette. I don't know. This one was really good. Got a lot of use out of this too, but reminds me so much of Modern Renaissance from Anastasia. I have this Tartelette in Bloom palette. I think I've only used this a handful of times. This is the BH Flower Power palette. Look at these little baby pans. What am I supposed to do with that? But so cute. This is the Butter London Teddy Boy palette. Never touched this. Of course, good old Anastasia Norvina. I have Soft Glam and Modern Renaissance, but I have those actually at my filming table because I do use those pretty often. And Anastasia Glow Kit. So this is the same thing with like the Profusion palette. I could put this in like the highlighter, the complexion drawer, but I'm going to put this in here because it's a palette. So I'm going to put that right there. Ooh, this is a Kylie Holiday before the rebrand. This is a good palette. I actually do like that one. Here's a couple Pure palettes. So I have the Pure Sculpted. I did like this. These two like bronzer shades are really good. And then the highlighters were okay. And then this is the Pure Midnight Masquerade palette. These blushes, especially this one right here. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. I never really used this eyeshadow formula really well, but these I did use. So cute. Again, could go in bronzers, but keep them in here because they're palettes. really getting down to some of the last ones. Have this Ofra. This is the Samantha March Life's a Draft palette. I used this in a video already. Here's another little Profusion palette. This is the Starlit palette. Ooh, this purple, so cute. Ooh, this House Labs. This is before the rebrand, of course. This is the 4-Way Fantasy palette. I did use this in a video. This is the, I don't know, what's this called something? 4-Way, oh, was it Fantasy? I think I think that's what it's called. Fantasy is what I think what the palette name is. Super good formula. I do also have the Fame Volume 1 palette, but I have that in my filming area because I do use it. Yeah, so I have 3 Wet n Wild crystal limited edition crystal palettes, and this is like another Wet n Wild Fantasy Maker glitter palette. I think this is the exact same palette. It is. Why do I have 2 of these? See, I don't even recall getting that one. These are a couple Wet n Wild single shadows. These are single glitters, I think. Yeah, they're all glitters, so I'm just gonna put those in here. I really like these. I think they're only $1 too. Ooh, this is just like a single blue shadow. I don't even know where this is from. Getting down to some of the last ones, I have the ColourPop The Child palette. I love this. This shade over here is weird, but I love him. Look at his little face. I love this palette. Love this palette. I have another ColourPop. This is the Cabana Club palette. Love this palette too. So I have these Laura Mercier cream shadows. Put that in there. And I think that's gonna be it, y'all, for like palettes, because now I have the Wet n Wild the 40 palette. Got a lot of use out of this one too, and then again my Kaleidoscope palette. So these are like some heavy duty palette angles. It's all about the angles. And then like we said, I'm gonna put this palette. Let's go right there. And then I think that's it. I have a couple palettes like in my filming area that I can, you know, will probably come in here eventually. But this is it, y'all. So we were able to make it fit. Love that. Whew, I thought, you know, that was kind of a journey, honestly. So this one's done. Again, is it the most aesthetically organized? No. But is it in one place? It is. So that's all that matters to me. So I'm going to close her up and let's start on the next drawer. Okay, so we are on the last and final drawer. It has been many hours later. I now have a cold brew, and I have a pop, so we're gonna finish this. So this last drawer is kind of gonna be a little bit of a mess, TBH. So I have like a bunch of, I think it's gonna be like my rando drawer, or like, I don't know. I have a bunch of these wipes that I can put in here. So the Clinique wipes are like my favorite wipes ever. I just think they're so good. And they're my fave. So I also have like these like rando ones that I got at like Burlington or Marshall's for like $5 that, you know, are okay, but whatever. Then I have these, I actually really like these. These are the Dollar Tree brand. These are actually really good. These are like the Bolero. Actually, I'm gonna keep these out. And then I just kind of have like random stuff. So I have these like facial sprays I don't use. So this is like an old Urban Decay. They don't make this one anymore. This is the pollution protection. This is the LA Girl Shimmer one. I don't really use this one. This is a Garnier Balancing Mist. This is actually good, but again, don't really use it. This is Fix Plus in Lavender. Now, this lavender smell is pretty intense. I don't really use it. This is the Moisture Surge Spray. And then this Cover Effects spray. I really do like this one, but don't really use it that often, so you can go in here. So yeah, that lavender smell is just like in here now. I have this little like container of like sponges that I'm just going to like throw in here. I also have a couple of the Morphe and Lisa Frank sponges left, so I'm gonna pop these out of the like containers. This is so cute. I don't want to throw this away, but I don't need this packaging, honestly. So look at that. Do you remember that? Lisa Frank X Morphe. So cute. I didn't really care about the palette, but I did want the sponges, so I got those. I have like this bag, so it's like full of just like rando like mini stuff that I'm just like, you know, not using at one time, like just rando stuff. And I just have it in this bag. Just like there, right? I have another little thing of gems that can go right in there. So I originally wanted to make this a lip drawer because I have not only one, but two full bags of lip products. Now I have them separated by lip products I'm not using and lip products I am using, but I just don't have like a system for these. So they're gonna stay in these bags for now. This is just where they're going to live for an undetermined amount of time because I don't have anywhere else to put them. And honestly, thinking about that right now just makes me want to die. So that's going to stay in there. Okay, so my camera cut off, which was really rude, but this is what we have going on here. So just randomness, just rando. Then I have, of course, my drawer full of lashes. When we move over, we have all of our blushes, bronzers, highlighters, and then of course over here we have some extras. Then moving on from there, don't look at my trash. And then we have palettes right under that. And that's gonna kind of be our like whole drawer situation at the moment. I have some stuff to like don't look at none of that. And then we're gonna do it up. But that's kind of it. I'm gonna end it here. I'm not gonna show my face because I look gross. But I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, do all the things. You already know. Just do it. Just do the things. Okay? Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.